and welcome everybody back to Trails into Reverie. We are kicking off Act 3 with Rufus's route now. I think I'll still put it as C as to not spoil for like other people in the beginning. But yeah, and also to keep it separate between Rein and Lloyd. We required this from here, so that is where we'll be starting. Also, that looked a lot like the Bobcat, but so that's not Rufus and Crossbow then, because there's no point he wouldn't be stopping his own people. Oh, Jingo? When did Jingo get her own airship? Oh, so that's why Jingo wouldn't tell anybody what she was doing, because she was saying that Ashley, which is her mom, and Crossbow. Look how cute that is with Mishi's everywhere.
You were quite punctual.
You bet. Sup, and welcome aboard the Argo, the vessel of Nine Valley's new high-speed transport service.
Our pilot is a child.
We might have been better off on the ground.
Bro, you guys are all literally kids.
I'll have you know that I'm a licensed pilot. And that's real rich coming from you guys. You look like a bunch of kids about to go on a picnic with their daddy to me.
Ooh, we got burned.
Phew. But boy, did I not see your daddy's ID coming. Who knew my mystery client would turn out to be our former Governor General, Rufus Alberea? Oops. What, do you prefer Supreme Leader now?
Please, if I knew I'd be repeating myself so soon, I would have gathered my audience. That title is not mine.
That's kind of cute with his haircut. I still hate him.
But then...
I'm confused. Who's Rufus? That's this guy's real name. C was a nickname, so it's Rufus, huh? I think it's much cuter than C. I give it 85 points.
You would a buffs win.
Ooh, he kicked your butt, S.
Why would I care when I don't even get what criteria she's basing these on?
So are you famous then, Rufus? Everyone seems to know who you are. He's not just famous, he's super famous.
Probably not in a good way.
He's the elder son of House Alberea, one of the four great houses of Erebonia, and he became Crossbell's first Governor General. Together with the Empire's Chancellor and Crown Prince, he led the country to all-out war. But then he got arrested after it ended. That's all the big common knowledge stuff, but trust me, I know all about the skeletons in his closet. Wow, you're so smart, Nadia.
Is knowing part of handling the unpleasant side of things?
Wow, you're so smart, Rufus.
Can she try not to stir up trouble with him?
Yeah, well, he only had to make a name for himself. Cause there you go, he busts out just to lead a load of black-clad soldiers in a crossbow and occupy it again. Then he calls out the new Supreme Leader, saying he's carrying on the late Chancellor Osborne's will. And you're saying that wasn't you? Yeah, hang on. You were causing yesterday and at noon making statements. And he had time to go to Heimdall. He couldn't have been at this crossbow, like you said. He's been lost the entirety of today and yesterday. And that means... So there are two Rufus Alvarez. More like... when you guys are fraud? So it seems. No interest in making a public show of him being one, mind you. But I'm the genuine Rufus Alberea. On that, you have my word. I guess I believe you. If Crossbow makes mistakes the other guy for the real deal, you'd be able to tell the difference. No, he's so fucking evil. Can't say I even care. Just in it for the Mira. So you know, the Thermal government sees all your assets. They're gonna pay your fare. For long time my assets far out and if something like this were to happen. The government sees a mere fraction of what I own. I mean, yeah. You don't have money to fucking lose it all like that, like, duh. Well, do you prefer anything, huh? Yeah, I was where we did doing charity work for a sec. Oh, this far. Here's a time you start filling in the blanks. But what exactly? You don't plan to call things up just because we know who you are now. But you admit that you're not an average guy. He's been around you is a huge risk on our part. I think he was more than a thorough explanation of what you were up to before we met and what you're after now. Least you could do if we're gonna keep working together. Very well. I intend to do this from the very beginning anyway. We understood the full scale of our situation before I advanced to the next stage. Rufus' tone remained flat as he recounted recent events. It began late at night, on March 14th, when Oryx Fort in the Crucian province fell under attack. This was the work of the Even Defense Force, were there to aid the Crosswell Division of the Imperial Defense Force in their escape. Upon freeing the IDF from the underground cells, they continued another into that same fort, Rufus Albarea's. Yet their aim was not to free their former leader, but to assassinate him. Rufus definitely turned their toes in, while managed to extract a wealth of information, even if the knowledge lacked the finer details. To that they abducted Prince Olivert and would be executing a major operation in less than 24 hours. He also found a small suitcase that the EDF wished to find with great urgency. Sensing trouble in the wake of Crossbell's liberation, Rufus then resolved to escape to better assess the situation at hand. Next day, March 15th was no less eventful. An imposter using Rufus' name and face as own stormed Crossbell's signing ceremony and declared it occupied once more. This information paired with intelligence gathered to search for the troubling brewing in Heimdall helped the real Rufus ascertain his next objective. He issued a statement claiming the prince's abductor to lure Class 7 in the Imperial capital. Following that, he sent his sights in Aura Canyon to take the enigmatic case that EDF was so desperately seeking. You know the rest, of course. Wow. You've been a busy boy, huh? Well, I've been cooped in himself for half a year. Plenty of pent-up energy eager to be spent. To continue, it's clear the actions that EDF and my superior self were planned to the letter. Imagine a multitude of the events they have spent have been part of their grand scheme, not just a recent attack on the city. A post-war occupation, the occupiers selecting to ignore my calls to surrender near the city's liberation a month ago. This fake Rufus pulling the strings here, leaving around's only going to be one big headache for him. Is it possibly being large to the same place EDF was intentional? I would assume so. Everything about it, right down to my assassination attempt, and then itself was just a small part of something much greater. What do you plan to do about it? You said you got a pretty good idea what you're up against, so what does the real Rufus want? I have two goals. First is to eliminate the possibility who seeks to use my name for ill. Makes sense if it means being around equals people trying to kill you. The second is to settle a past debt. Oh. Castle's current status traces its origins to a war that ended not long ago. I, the prime member of the Urlas, was one or two who led the charge in that war, the other being the very man whom I revered as a father, the late Chancellor. Having made this mess, it falls to me to clean it up. It's an awful loyal bunch. Does it feel a certain degree of responsibility towards Crosswell as its former Governor General? Wow. You know, I hate Rufus, but he do be looking snazzy right here, I gotta be real. Well, let me see if I get this head around this. In short, I guess Swen's gonna be my main voice because he just has such a default voice. I want to rectify Crosswell's situation and fix whatever's gone in Arabonia. That sums it up, right? That'll be the end result, yes. You know, it's less fact for people to pull off. Thus, so I never satisfied it being asked to achieve that end result. The reason it has to be us who faces our enemies. Hunting evil and overcoming it with hearts and willpower is best suited to heroes, not villains like myself. Like Green and his friends, whom we fought earlier, and the rest is as counterparts in Crosswell. No need to imitate what they have perfected. Next for me, just feel like our style. We can use the truth by these myriad occurrences in our own way. And so let's start with a very valuable clue we happen to have in our possession. What is it? Why are you staring at me? You're just so cute we can't help ourselves. Really? I see. That makes perfect sense. To be admired is the destiny of a masterpiece. Gaze upon me to your heart's content. It's hard to be pictured all being the key to unraveling all that's going on. It's weird, yeah. And I don't remember anything makes it much harder. Any plans for tackling that one, boss? Just so happens I have a question for you, too, regarding that very issue. Your Rosenberg was your manufacturer. The many requests that should be delivered to me? Well, technically, yeah. Now that work in Heimdall is done, I was hoping to visit him in person. After a hesitant response, as it may not be possible, has something befallen him. No, it's fine. It's just that not much will be gained by going to see him. So when he gave us the job, he insisted that he was just an intermediary. Well, I guess it's whoever had him give us the job's also the one who got him to make her. Mainly because he didn't seem to know much more than we do right now. I see, we're not just aid in recovering her memories after all. I assume you don't know where you were originally crafted? I wish I did, but I'm afraid not. But a place we can start at least. Bjork didn't directly deliver the case to us, instead he picked it up from the Moon Temple. Yes, I hidden it there with hightailing it at Crossbell. Be a safe bet to say he was made there or close to there. Most certainly the Rosenberg stood on the mains mountain path then. Rosenberg, sorry. Sounds about right. That's on the way to the temple, it didn't go inside. Wise decision. If the Meister hid the case elsewhere, the student would compromise in some manner, I'm sure. So I don't know if memory loss is unintended or deliberate. But danger or no, it's possible we'll find something to ease our current predicament. So we know where we're going then. Our course is always going to lead to Crosswell. The timing is apt, we may as well go now. But how can you when the borders are so well protected? Fear not, for I have a plan. It requires some preparation. Your participation in order for it to work, but the details can wait. For now, rest well, children. Is there an orphan station in here? Because, like... I was getting so sleepy when I talked, but I feel wide awake now. Faster to our ship to see what everyone's up to. Please tell me there's an orphan station. Oh, look at these fucking cuties. Hey, Lapis. Is she asleep? Sure is. That's a shame. I want to play with her. Sorry, disappointing, but let her rest, okay? She always wants to sleep, so today's been a long, rough one for her. Does she normally sleep a lot? That's the nurse saying. She has most of our days out, like a light. She can fall asleep in the middle of combat. Has she ever been to a doctor to fix it? Oh no, she's not sick, just very laid back. She's got real pains in those, though, let me tell you. It sure does. She's my partner. I'm also really dependent when it counts. Besides, I swore to protect her in her brother's place. Since I honor that for the rest of my life. Are you and her brother different or the same? I had to wrap my mind around the idea of siblings. Let me put it like this. How would you feel if you were Rosenberg and they make another doll exactly like you? If they were exactly like me, then they would be perfect. The world being blessed with more perfect things to admire is a good thing. Oh, what if the other doll wasn't as cute, pretty, strong, or emotive as you are? Maybe I just called them a failure. There's no such thing as a Rosenberg that's also a failure. If by some chance that were to happen, it'd be very annoying to hear others speaking of them that way. There you go then. That's how siblings are. Do you think Rufus would be annoyed if he heard something like that about his brother? That's where the boy that we saw before is, right? It's me. I don't know the first thing about what goes on in that guy's head. So it's a mystery? Yeah. Anyway, you should try and get some rest while we have the chance. So dolls need rest anyway. Okay, thank you, Swin. Oh, they're so cute. So, something traumatizing happened to them.
I wonder what it's like to have a sibling. Do I have any out there?
Oh my girl, I got so much shit to tell you. Shingo. I love the dog. Oh, man, my littlest customer. You want something? I just felt the urge to try the ship, and you're hardly big. Still bigger than you. Couldn't think of it. I haven't enjoyed myself yet now, have I? Hey, it's Jingo. Anything you want your hands on? Just give me a holler. I'm Lapis. Nice to meet you, Lapis. By the way, you're not human, right? Indeed, I am not. I'm a proud Rosenberg doll. Really? Well, full surprises. You look surprised to me. When you're a mile on work, you meet all kinds of folks. Not the first unusual customer I've had. I'm not. Your job sounds very interesting. You know what else would be interesting? Mods. Here's you a Gatling gun for an arm, or I just let you shoot lasers out of them? Give you a pretty discount. You can do all that? Be worth a shot. I think that'd be interesting, but none of it sounds as beautiful as my current design, so kindly pass. No big. You change your mind, you know where I am. Certainly do. Okay, by time for Cerberus lessons. Cerberus! He's so cute. He's still so tiny. What's his lesson about? Be the strongest guard around. Well, now I've got to know. What does that take? So far to help with the cleaning and running my shop, but today's getting pointers on flying this baby. So we'll never get anything left out of him. Close the steering wheel. I'm sorry, boy. Okay then, first, you plop yourself down my seat. Wait, is this gonna work? As long as your front cross reaches the wheel, it's all good. You can do this, Cerberus. Good boy. Hang on a minute. I wasn't about at first, but I came out shocked after what I just heard. Oh yeah? What's that? Maybe the whole idea of trying to teach a dog to fly this airship? So now here the problem is, as was learning doesn't take the wheel. All of that is the problem. Trying to make a dog transcend the limits of the canine species. Come on, now you're just exaggerating. I'm not going to tune on his lesson if you want. What I said makes you think. I just had a dream with a whole ship outside. Where are you? S, comfort me. Anyway, we're paying for this flight, so if you want something possible, do it on your own time. I'd like to live for the landing, if you please. Ah, fine. You're a tough customer.
Cerberus is so cute!
Cerberus is cute.
I hope I can pet him later on.
You wanna pet him? Sorry, what was that? Should I say I'm adorable, aren't you? Well, of course I am. I'm a Rosenberg doll. But don't worry, you're adorable too. Aww. Okay, I have to go out to the back. I need to take my fucking mask off today. In the morning, like 3 hours late.
I'm afraid this side of the deck is occupied. You'll have to sleep elsewhere.
I wasn't planning to sleep out here.
Oh? Then what's brought you outside?
I wanted to go stargazing. What about you?
I wanted to take in the night air.
Since we're both here, there's something I'd like to ask.
What is it?
I know that you're a famous man, but are you a good man or a bad man?
Bad, though that would be putting it mildly.
So very bad?
Very, very bad. I have used anything and everything to advance my interests, be it titles, fame, or even those pure of heart. There is little point in feigning a moral compass when human lives hold no value to me, or acting chivalrous when all that does is hinder
This
me.
game and its fucking redemption arcs, dude.
Do you still feel that way?
I do. I'm using you, Swin and Nadia, to bring my designs to fruition, am I not? I'm also using those we met in the capital, like my brother.
None of that sounds like something someone good would do, yes. You really are a very bad man.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding. So, armed with that knowledge, what do you intend to do?
Am I supposed to do something?
I suppose a doll has no reason to care if a human is good or evil.
Being a doll has nothing to do with it. But were you hoping I would admonish you? Or perhaps comfort you?
Of course not.
This cute music for them.
Okay, then I still intend to do nothing. Whether I praise you for your deeds as a hero, or chastise you for your misdeeds as a villain, it won't change you at your core. You are who you are.
Just how does humanity look through your lens for you to think in such simple terms?
I don't know. I can't answer that when I'm still learning about what it means to be human. All I can say is, I don't see if you're good or bad, where you're from, or how you were raised. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. So it can't be that you suddenly don't exist just because someone decides to reject those parts of you.
That's quite a philosophical approach to the matter.
It's a lot.
Or perhaps that objective thinking is the most one of artificial intelligence can fathom.
I don't know. How could I know? Just to me, being is what makes a human.
Perhaps you're right.
And so, it's what makes you, you.
Perhaps you're right. I don't remember the exact moment I began to search for meaning in my life.
A deep Rufus arc out of this. Like, I wasn't ready for this.
My father elected to raise me as his own son, irrespective of the fact I was born because his wife laid with another man. He did so with the same ease he rejected his flesh and blood because he was born from a common woman. When I learned the truth, I finally understood that House Alberea wanted me not as a human being, but as a product of noble blood.
Yeah, what about your brother?
It
man?
was so
They
hard to
didn't want him
bear
out,
that it
period.
made me sick. Was that all? Was that the only reason I
I
existed?
mean, at least they wanted you in some regard.
I refused to accept it. I couldn't take it. And as I turned my eyes from this terrible truth, a new, more terrible thought dawned upon me. If that was not the reason I existed, then what was? That was when I met him. It is said we seek that which we do not have. Through him, I sought the father I never had. I convinced myself that if I did as sons do and became more than he ever was, then I would understand the real reason for my existence.
All of the Ironbloods are just like daddy issues, like straight up. Like, actually, if you really think about it.
And there it was. At last, I had a goal, something to pursue. I stopped at nothing to make that goal a reality. There was no effort too ambitious, no principle too sacred to violate. But no matter what I did, it still wasn't enough. Everything I had done to secure my victory had led to a resounding, humiliating defeat. A defeat at the hands of my own brother, who, despite his unfortunate upbringing, had grown into someone strong and true.
We love you, sis.
I envied him for that, but perhaps I should have known all along that a mere product could never hope to have a real, genuine purpose.
Like, you go through all this, like, learning, like, everyone else's story, and, like, you know that Eustace feels pretty much the same way, but he just took a different approach to it.
The whole predicament would have been worth a laugh had it not been so deeply painful. Why am I here? What is my reason for being? Who am I?
You are who you are. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person.
I think it's
Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
It's just hard to remember.
Such nonsense. I thought you weren't planning to sleep out here. I'm unsure if dolls are capable of catching
I think it's
colds.
funny because, like, Eustace really ended up bonding to Milliam, and, like, Milliam feels a lot like his, like, daughter or, like, younger sister that he, like, completely adores. It feels more like to me, like a daughter-type relationship, and I feel like we're building Rufus and Lapis to do, like, the same thing.
But I believe you've taken in the stars enough for one
I think
night.
it's kind of funny, it's like, and you're also following Lloyd's path, too, in that same respect, I feel like. You know? Like, Kie and Lapis, I'm sure, is something like that. Now the big question is, who is taking over Crossbow City? I know there's no way they would have, like, fake killed Olivier and then actually killed him again. That would just be, like, actually terrible. Are you all prepared? Ready to go anytime? Good at this stuff. I don't know what we're preparing for, but I'll give it my best. Our juice will be served. It'll be best served if you say nothing at all. Okay then, gonna make a landing. Is he gonna pretend to be, like, the supreme leader? Or is that too, like... The question is how much they know. Also, Jingo is ballsy as hell, just landing crossbow like this. Oh, $3 to be here. Yeah, he's gonna pretend to be Rufus. Your Excellency. Listening to this, you said that President our supreme leader? We informed you in advance of our arrival. Why were you not ready and waiting? Oh, our deepest apologies. They be quite so harsh. These are good men. There was only been under the jurisdiction for a few days. It's time to adjust to new responsibilities. You are merciful, Your Excellency. I'm ready to carve you at once. No need. Arrange for personally. Just remain here and continue your duties. Yes, Your Excellency. Yeah. But his hair is short. Did he just fucking buy a wig? I'm sorry. It's like all I can think about. These are experienced. Everyone gets to be their own imposter. It's hilarious. When you for thinking up, boss? Doesn't lie with them good. Been long before they learned to trust their superiors and come after us. Should have been staying longer than is needed. I just go about the place first, though, right? Suppose we take a brief tour before getting off of the base mountain path. Surprise skipping out and inspecting all the restaurants. So have to wait till next time. She's so good. I didn't put on the costume because I just feel like, I don't know, you know? Oh, right. Got the stuff from Jingo. What is it? Farewell gift, apparently. Thank you. What, did you think we're off on a picnic or something? It's a picnic. Ah, here, too darn cute, LP. No point looking a gift horse in the mouth. Let's use it. Look for toys or something. Good for camo. Indeed, leave it to your discretion. Try to stand out too much. Got it. Be nice to take a breather every now and again. So naughty. Now fish. Rivers is now in stealth mode. Rufus will move out of the city cell due to Ramda's functionality. Note that when Rufus is the party leader in town, he cannot be seen by others or use shops.
My turn!
Can I run around this little Lapis? So cute. Wait, let me see what I gotta do.
So, where should we start our search? The administrative district? Could be flying a little too close to the sun,
But then again, sometimes that's what you gotta do to nab something juicy.
Very astute. Indeed, the higher the risk, the greater the reward.
I don't see why we shouldn't go there at some point, personally.
Okay, so we're off to go to the district. Okay, we're heading off into the administrative district. Apparently, if you go certain ways, it blocks you from like soldiers patrolling, basically. There he is. And his cronies. Who is it, I wonder? So that's the Supreme Leader, huh? Just since he looks like a Rufus. And his haircut. Sure will tell him apart. Lapis stone. Shit, is our cover blown? Is he gonna hang you to a press? Say judges, we must move at once. I feel like Heiyue, like, is just always, like, in his lane. Like, he doesn't give a fuck, I feel like. Like, he knows, like, you know, he catches stuff and he's like, oh no, guess you guys got away. He's kind of like Lecter. Well, he's more evil than Lecter, I feel like, but he reminds me of, like, kind of how Lecter is, too. More, you know, like Risha said, like, he'll flip on you a lot faster or whatever. Everything's money to him, but it still feels like a lot of times he just lets things go. I don't think that he wants, though... I think part of it is, like, he doesn't want Crossbow to be taken either, so he, like, helps to benefit him, but also helps the enemy to also benefit him. True. Really for himself. We have to get to the Adana district up ahead now. Is it just me? Are there lots of people here? It isn't just you. To take proper precautions. Oh, we're all stealthed out now? Wow, some fun, huh? Switch numbers on the screen. It's your fake boss. Appears to be recording.
As you well know, Western Zemuria is in a lamentable state. Jirai and North Ambria have become frequent targets of terrorism, and racial conflict remains rife throughout the Calvard Republic.
Racial conflict till right now, but alright.
Evil is no longer a seedling to be uprooted with ease. It has bloomed and dispersed corruption across the entire continent. Yet all hope is not lost. I ask that you remember the ideals of the late Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. He understood that if we could not eradicate evil in parts, that we must then be united as a whole through armed might. If we forego a unified system to divide and allocate our resources where they are best needed, we will never know true peace. That is why I, Rufus Alberea, the successor to His Excellency's legacy, have vowed to bring our many great nations together.
Do you think Croy and
We cannot let evil continue to sow its seeds. We must fight back for the sake of humanity's future, for the sake of our world's future. And should any neighboring country to which I extend this warm invitation refuse, they will receive due judgment for their arrogance.
I love that. He's just crazy. No two ways about it. Boss crazy if you want to stop him. No two ways about it times two. I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, Rivers does some pretty crazy shit. So, I mean, he could probably stop them. Let's talk about thanks as a whole. Through armed might is better than terrorism. And then come do our dancey dance. Cross billions are pushing back. Surprised. Maybe they could work around speaking ill of them. I guess the channel's changed. Yep. Leah Platier from Arkansas. It looks like a live feed. Yep. Time to mind control them. I refuse to believe that Ilya was just straight up evil this whole time. I think the mask has definitely got something to do with it. Sorry, please keep waiting, please have never come. As like an hub Zemuria, just to lead and pave the way for the rest of the world. For what Supreme Leader who said his thing's true. There's symbol hope in our future. Saying this peel, is it making me uncomfortable? Say Nadia? Oh shit. Don't do it. standing there. Boy, let's go elsewhere, please. Rufus! Hey, Rufus, are you listening? Swin, Nadia, why are you talking to me? Are you bullying me? Oh, shit. Huh? Wait, Rufus! Nadia, Swin! Now they're all looking because he's standing right there. Rufus! What's going on?
Mercuria!
Emma! That sounded like Emma. Cloak. Now. Cloak. Ren!
Over here!
Come on, Ren. Go. Interesting that Ren is willing to help us. There's so many more questions now. Oh, in the Melda shop.
Whoa! Check out all the dolls! It's LP as far as the eye can see!
I'll thank you to remember that I'm a Rosenberg doll. I'm in a different league compared to those garden variety specimens.
And yet, some of these were in fact made by the studio of which you speak.
Really? Oh,
That's Ren's new voice?
you're right! This perfectly sculpted masterpiece is unmistakably a Rosenberg.
You have our thanks. Now, would you prefer Angel of Slaughter or Ren Bright?
Ren.
Call me whatever you like, Jade Rook. I suspected something wasn't right about our new supreme leader, and seeing you explains why.
I've heard you were an astute one, and you do not
Oh, yeah,
disappoint.
because Joshua and Estelle were here.
Someone you know?
Not on a personal level, no, but we are familiar with one another's background.
I honestly didn't expect to meet you quite like this.
I don't like how much they changed her voice.
Though, truth be told, my interest is mostly in her.
You okay, Rory? She's not gonna hurt you. You're sister with your Rosenberg, if I'm not mistaken. She is? Oh yeah, because they were friends. Yeah, he fixed pot of mater. He did a lot for me in the past. I guess his name is Dustin. So it seems. My name is Ren Bright. Since fate has brought us together, let's say we make the most of it. Friend of the Meister, so is bound to meet eventually. My name's Swin. I'm Nadia. I feel you and I are gonna be two peas in a pod. Yup. What a coincidence. I was thinking just the same thing. We totally have the same vibe. This would be harming if it wasn't borderline chilling. Incidentally, if I may ask, since you were of her existence, might have heard something about her from the Meister. Not as much as you're likely hoping, I'm afraid. He contacted me a short while ago. All I mentioned is that she exists. I was supposed to help her if she ever needed it. So don't think about her background then. Afraid not. Sorry to disappoint you. The objective remains unchanged. She make for the Rosenberg studio. Oh, that's your head? Then might I join you? I'm there for some time, since it would occupy with someone exceptionally unpleasant. So you give the place a little spring clean, but it's too much for me to handle alone. I'd be glad to have you as our guide. What you gonna say if she knew we died in our kid or our picnicking group? Welcome to Pure Picnicking Front, Ren. That is not our name. Before we depart, there's one more thing we should confirm. Yeah, I don't want any trouble like we did earlier. We did witness an engineering district before you came to save us. What did we witness, he was saying. So from my control, what about Supreme Leader? Seriously? So he's brainwashing people? That's so similar, works somewhat differently. He used crosswide era, extra I can't say that, I'm sorry. Cumulative? I was able to save his orbital arts earlier because his effect hadn't fully set in yet. But the rest of Crossfield who have been exposed to multiple times won't be as easy to save. The weapon bringing out this form I controls Ilio Plautier's dance? So it seems. Still don't exactly know how it works. Plus, now the fallen sun burns the sky shadows over one's heart like that of an eclipse. So that joke keeps the people in control despite forcefully took over Crossville. I hope our X is okay. Who the fuck is our X? Regardless, I think we established is not something we are capable of countering at present. Let's be off. LP, it's Muzzy. Just a minute. No, hurry up, we're gonna sell you to the shop. You'll be stuck in this bucket and move just like those dolls. Need no more walking, talking, or anybody's touch for you ever again. I'm coming. You big meanie.
Well, are those customers I
My
spy?
mom doesn't give a fuck.
What a peculiar bunch you are.
What did you put that on? That was broken. I always carry a spare. At just the right time. Let's get going. Need to take care of these past few days. Think nothing of it, dear. You head off this heels then? That's right. I can say I'm quite a hoot. Oh, no doubt. Stars above. I see I'll make myself a new bottle. Just look at how expressive she is. This one scares me. I see that touch the resin work so quickly. Couldn't convince her to part with her, could I? Couldn't get you to part with her, could I? Make it more than worth your while, you won't regret it. Now you're talking. Gosh, now I'm tempted. Could you even think of selling me? Drop the act now, Nadia. I'm afraid she's not for sale, ma'am. So needs of ourselves. I see. That's a shame. I understand if you change your mind. That didn't boot me out though. Can I still go change our orbits or no? Can I go wait for the main mountain path? If not, I'm just gonna go below. What a fun little gadget this is. Standing over yourself in last year's spy debacle, I'm guessing? Correct. They're sweet to you. Okay, right before I continue, I am so sorry for the volume. I know I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but I did not realize that it was set to the wrong setting because I'd been recording Fallout 4 in VR, so my audio had to be changed and I just never set it back, so it was ungodly loud. And I would re-record it, but it's an hour long and I like to keep my genuine reaction, so again, I am so fucking sorry for how loud that is. That is my bad. I know it's unbalanced as shit, I just really don't want to re-record it. I'm gonna be real with you. So yeah, anyways, it should be back to normal, so it won't blow our eardrums out and we can continue on. Where'd you like to go? Mains? I meant to say Mains Mountain Path. Why do this to me? Okay. Also, I was gonna change all the armaments, but I'm not gonna say something because I know something that does happen. So I'm waiting for that moment because I don't really have anything for them. To like change them into, even though I don't like how they're set. So, but I think it will change soon. Following path here, I'll bet you take us on leaving the studio. The monster's running around, but I think we take our chances. We can, yeah. What about you? Oh, you needn't worry about me. Got a weapon right here. Wow, that's so neat. Why, thank you. To use a scythe, huh? Peculiar choice. It's simple design, barely shows how difficult it is to wield. I can use most weapons. Sure, this one's always had my heart. Cause it's neat? Cause it's for slicing of heads? No. No, indeed. I'm just joking. I get to know you? I think we're the best of friends. Like if you didn't bond with her over beheading people. By the way, are you familiar with United Friends? Can't say that I am. Not either. Is it unusual that we don't? It's still in early stage development, so not really. New Arc is 2 feature lets 5 more people work together. Oh, you know, I might have heard something about that. The students had better teamwork than I give them credit for, so I wonder if there's more to it. It's like a button version of combat links. Hit the nail on the head. The fact that those students are using it. There's limitations, like only those who share a certain connection at the end of the Twilight can use it. I ever am one of those people, so I'd be able to pull off as long as I'm around. How promising. It's what they attempted in any event. I agree. There are exactly 5 of us here, so there's no reason not to the next time someone tries to play nasty with us. Sounds like a plan to me. Rivers and Cone can now use United Friends.
How could you, Nadia? How could you think to sell me off to that woman?
Oh, how couldn't I when your cuteness is worth a fortune? I wouldn't want to insult you by cheaping out.
I have to go here.
I'm that cute? Well, that is true. I forgive you.
This was an alarming about-face.
It's funny because, like, Ren knows, like, we're obviously all, like, buddies, so, like, Ren knows who we're talking about. It's so funny because, like, it's just cool to see them weep. I wanted to share some of Maine's Mountain Path. For me, my only gripe is that Maine's Mountain Path to me seemed very, like, brown. Like, it was all, like, a hard mountain. Like, this seems very grassy still. Like, I don't know. I just think it should be, like, a different type of walking place. Also, here's, like, the little, like, you know, you could always fish with Lloyd over here and stuff. Sorry, I'm in high-speed mode. But it's pretty. I just wish it was kind of more mountainous. Anyways, I think we're supposed to continue on, although I think that we get cut off pretty soon right here. Yeah. Let's save really fast. Okay. What's that? Is something wrong, Rufus? No, it's nothing. What is this I'm sensing? Does it go any further? Okay. Proceed. How much longer? I'm so tired. Really? I haven't walked that far yet. I think it isn't too far from here. And you? Said something wrong? Acting awfully preoccupied. I simply don't think it's worth mentioning. No, wait. What is that? Looks like a piece of me or something. Sounds really weird too. Didn't take you for the time to collect trinkets. I'm not. Couldn't tell you where it came from. It just suddenly appeared in my pocket. It what? How could that be possible? I'll answer that, but I think we can afford to leave it unanswered. Predicament indeed. Okay, they just like, they're like, go fucking on your own thing. Okay, I was told to go to Lloyd's next. I say told, I'm fucking following this thing. Southern crossbow. One thing that does irk me, I'm not gonna lie, is like, why can't we just have one game with the SSS?
Oh,
like, can we? I'm so tired of collecting our members back. Like, why does Trails get to start with everybody? Can I please have the rest of my team back? Like, please. Also, where the fuck is Ellie and Risha?
We should be safe to dock. I don't see any signs of the Ebon Defense Force.
Then we're good to go.
I keep saying Eben. It just seems more natural. Ah, Jarlan! I didn't realize that would take so long. You have zero interest in surveillance outside of the city. Personally, feeling pretty cocky if you ask me. I thought I retaliated against Amorka after last run-in, but that never happened either. I don't know how to feel about that. It's like he doesn't even see us as a threat. Guess we shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. That overconfidence will be his undoing. Isn't that right, Kia? Yep. He won't know what hit him. But I'm still kind of worried about Risha. Yeah, so am I. Is Risha having a meltdown? Yesterday, after the ancient battlefield. Okay. I figured it would tell me, it's just annoying. Can I just have my team back?
I'm so sorry. I just don't know what came over me.
It's
How
okay,
could I
it's not
ever
your
think
fault.
of betraying you like that?
It's not your fault.
It's okay, San-san. You can't keep blaming yourself. If anything, I should have known something more was wrong.
Sorry, adjusting my camera.
I'm a terrible friend for not realizing that you were struggling so badly or being manipulated. And Elia means the world to me. I should have been able to tell something was amiss.
Risha.
I think Ilia's being controlled, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Thank you all for coming
Lecter.
to our aid.
I assume Lecler would just leave. I forgot, but I was like, I'm missing somebody.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't shown up when you did. Really, thanks.
Don't mention it. Glad we could make it in time. The one you should be thanking is Zeit. We were looking into what the EDF was up to when he told us that you were in danger.
Did he now? Still, it's not like you to be modest, Wazi. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for rescuing
I
us,
love
Sight.
Joy.
You were a hero back there, and I've been way overdue for one of these.
Aww.
That you have. My apologies for not returning after the operation.
I don't love his voice, but I
You're
get it.
so flaky, Sight. Do you realize how long it's been? Tio and I have been waiting for you to show up again all this time, you know?
Makes me want to cry when I think of Zeit.
My apologies. As a holy beast, there are limits to how much I can interfere.
We know.
I am astounded at just how much you all have grown. The children of man truly do grow apace.
We'll take your word for it. It would be nice to think I've grown a little, yeah.
I'm just overjoyed to see you again. You were sorely missed, Zeit.
Yes.
I just
It's
wanna
good
play
to
with
be
the
back.
SSS and their whole. Read plenty of the holy business scriptures. Finding God in presence so soon after returning to the church. Should have seen the congregation for divine worship faces when we first read them about Zeit. Can you blame them for losing their shit? Whoever heard of a holy beast moonlighting as a police dog? I guess he knew whatever he wants for the most part, as long as contract doesn't apply anymore. I don't think Zeit is hearing you talk about church stuff, Vald. Yeah, it's so wrapping my head around it. Can it? You'd better get used to it. Alright, enough with the funny talk. You folks ready to get down to business? Based on the info found, sounds like you guys already know where you're heading. Yeah, the Rainford military factory to the west. Said the Ebon Defense Force has been freaking the last few days, right? Sure have. Most likely the Zauber soldats are being manufactured. That makes sense. Damn, Rainford still can't get its shit together. I've been wondering how they're able to bring somebody across those borders without anyone noticing. I don't think the Imperial government or Rainford group would have ever allowed so many to be smuggled. Right, so we consider they would be manufactured from within Crossbow the entire time. Then that's pointing to the mysterious factory the EDF is connected to. One of the places where Sorgs and Melgus were being manufactured before the war. Everyone's convinced that the Black Workshop tech was gone for good, though. Don't know how Albert and his men got their hands on it. Worse, looks like they made some improvements, too. I like to be crossing paths with those soldats from now out, so that's bad news. Husk Elo's wearing also look like workshop tech, too. Yep. I don't really understand the whole, like, Black Workshop, like, had disappeared. Like, yeah, Black Alberic isn't there anymore, but that doesn't mean that they just vanish. I mean, like, Emma's tribe is still there, so, like... Yes, and now they're using it to alter her personality, if not outright control her. Let's ask Thor's graduates what they know about how those masks work. Let me get an idea. Let's make a top priority search of the factory and find information on the soldats. Something tells you'll be able to fill in a few blanks on what's going on here. My Rufus Alberea is staging the occupation. Fortunately, getting there is going to be easier said than done. Factories to the west across the city, while we're in the northeast. The only way I know to get to the west side of the state is from here is through the city. Yeah, and that's not exactly an option with the EDF crawling all over the place. Guess we can't just hitch a ride in your Merkabah either? Wish, we better with us. She's safe with the other squires guarding it. But these are more advanced anti-air radar than the CDF was back in the day. It can even see through active camouflage, and they got it set up at all the key locations. Flying is a no-go. Shocking how well equipped they are. What the hell? Even the Empire doesn't have toys that good. Guess where the Black Workshop factor comes into play again. In that case, I think the smartest place to make our way to St. Ursula. How do you reach St. Ursula from here? It just so happens I got my hands on an orbital boat before things hit the fan. Should use across Lake Elm and reach St. Ursula on the other side. We'd still be a ways away from reaching the factory from there, but I'm not seeing any better options. Yeah, let's take what we can get. It's a lot closer to the military factory than we are now. Find a route to it from there. I mean, you could just like... I guess those are all mountains, so... Got this. Thanks for the idea, Lecter. Your course is set, then. We'll leave this land's crisis in your hands for the time being. Aw, does that mean you're gonna leave us again? I'm afraid so. That else I wish to take care of. But fear not. I, too, am part of the SS, so it's only a matter of time before we meet again. I'll hold you to that. Take care, Zeit. Yeah, I'll miss you. Let's see each other again soon. Yes, that we shall. Actually, I was thinking of staying here. Once I have to look after my grandfather, and if the death comes to the village, I'll take responsibility and negotiate. Please use your support, but you do make a good point. Worried about things are said at the hospital, so I'm tempted to come with. That said, I think my services need more here at the moment. For at least I want to speak with my dad to make a full recovery first. Thank you, Cecil. I really appreciate it. I was also leaning towards staying here and hitting up my connections. Besides, Logic was going to be able to sneak in the factory. That's if we managed to fit us all on the boat. Makes sense for someone to stay behind and protect the village as we gather info.
In that case, I'd like to stay here as well.
Damn, just everybody stay. Fuck, I don't need any of you, I guess.
Are you sure, Risha?
That makes sense. You evaded her attack for the most part. But weren't you still injured?
Yes. Please forgive me, everyone. I just need a little time. I'm still not ready to face up to what happened to Ely and Sansan just yet.
And that's perfectly fine. If that's your decision, then we respect it.
That's right. I'm sure you'll be able to find your way forward. And I'll be happy to have your help here in the meantime.
So, am I only really gonna keep, like, Reen and Lloyd and Rufus's group? Because, like, that kind of sucks.
I'd be happy
But
to
whatever. Because it's, like, so expensive to upgrade things and do stuff with them. Like, what's the point of changing all of them besides in the corridor? Whatever. A lot of you are staying here, so that means I have to go with Lloyd. Where's this coming from, Kie? It's gonna be a dangerous mission. You understand that, don't you? Of course. The factory's really far away, and there's no telling what's gonna be waiting for us. That's why I want to help gather for us, and back you with my order like I always do. Makes a lot more sense for me to go than it does to stay here if you ask me. Well, give her some credit. She makes a good point. I'll be tagging along too. She made the operation a lot safer overall. My circus were useful in a pinch. I think it would be too dangerous for her. Alright, she's glad there are the two other people want to go, so I'd be happy to have you both. Counting you, Ozzy. You too, Kia. Glad to see you take your own advice when it comes to trusting her a little more. Be sure to back up Lloyd with everything you've got, Kia. You bet I will! Well then, your own success are rising with the minutes, aren't they? May you all ever keep your chins up and your eyes facing forward. Sounds overly optimistic to me. Living the future usually beats standing still. Sign me up for the sunshine you're pumping. Seriously though, you should get some thought to what your old cellmate said after our fight yesterday too. Might help you sort things out. Call it a hunch. Good luck at the little factory tour, Bannings. May the gods be with you. I don't really like fighting with just Wazzy. I mean, I love Wazzy, but I actually don't.
We'll cut things short for
Combat-wise?
today. Enjoy your freedom while you can and have fun struggling against the inevitable. You're helpless to stop us, now that you've lost your way.
What's that supposed to mean? Trying to lawsuit suffered to Rufus back at the signing ceremony? Something even before then. I don't think we about Morka with Vald and Scarlet staying there. Just focus on what we need to do here. Exactly. Could you probably everyone else is working to help us? You got me there. I'm trying to change Kie and like their voices like as they get older too. Like not a lot, but enough to like. Probably none of it probably sounds like great. I can't do voices, but first goal is finding route to the factory. Start by seeing how things are here and hopefully gather some information. Want to bet a lot of the people from the city fled here too. Might come across a familiar face or two among them. Oh yeah, maybe. All right, let's get started. Kia has been assigned a tag-along slot. Okay, she'll not take part. Okay, guys, place your bets. You either get what, Randy or Tio or Noel. I'm waiting for Tio for that analyze. Tio was at the hospital last time. Okay, we're just supposed to meander around. My guide says to go to the roof. Can I just go to the roof from here? I can go to the second floor. Bing bong. Ayo. Okay, no side stories. It's kind of nice, like, knowing everything. There's Tio. Oh, and Yona. Fuck yeah. Really help. Watch out for my time. Here's some snacks. Hope you enjoy them.
You didn't have to do that, but the gesture is still appreciated.
Yeah, I've never fixed medical equipment before, so I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up.
You could have had me fooled with such fine work. You both did splendidly.
Sorry, I don't know what we would have done without you. No escape through her for you. Like you brainwashed by the Supreme Leader like all the others. What happened to all of them? Just what happened to all of them?
I believe I owe you an apology. A big one. None of this would have happened had we protected everyone at the signing ceremony like we swore
it's
to.
Okay.
If only we'd been stronger.
Hey, come on, Tio.
Oh, Tio.
This isn't your fault. It's right, no one is blaming you for what happened. Think back, I don't know what more you could have been expected to do.
Look, Lloyd, it's Tio.
I thought she might come here. Thank goodness she's all right. It looks like they're talking to evacuees from the city.
Hold on just a minute.
Things are doomed from the start. Probably dawned on me too. How have you ever thought we could be truly independent? It's hopeless.
Huh? What's gotten into you guys all of a sudden?
It's obvious, isn't it? So they never would have occupied us again if we just obeyed the Empire like we used to. We'd have to be afraid of the EDF if we had not independence. Think about it. I think it's better when you're Imperial province. And the economy is booming. I'll give all that up. I don't want to be independent.
Hey! Get a hold of yourselves! What is wrong with all of you?
So, does it just sit dormant and trigger upon certain thoughts?
There really isn't any need to be so pessimistic.
They didn't have all we have to worry about either. Because those huge machines. Our little presence backing. The city is enthralled by them. So I should have hoped things would get better anymore.
No, that's not true at all. The SSS is going to keep fighting. We have allies we can depend on. The CPD, CGF, and even our friends from outside Crossbell. There are people who will surely help us.
Can they see the black fog? Like, it seems like they can, they note it, but then when things are happening, they seem to ignore it.
We won't allow you to suffer like this. We'll be the ones to put an end to it.
Tio.
Tio, you shouldn't.
So have hope too, thanks to you. At least we thought we did. Because the Mafia that cult, when our own mayor became a dictator, we kept on believing. Not even preoccupation, or the war made us lose hope. And it's all for nothing. I started to realize that. We had was never hope to begin with, it's just a delusion, made even more painful once we accept the truth. Again and again and again and again. Over and over and over and over.
We were never hope to them?
That can't be true. We can't just give up and...
Stop, please just stop. Can't you see we're just so tired of all this? Because you don't have to talk about us ending our suffering. If you hadn't arrested President Croix, we'd have already had everything we ever wanted.
Everything we did was...
Can you all hear yourselves? You're completely full of it.
That's you.
Kia, Wazzy.
Hey, you guys are all right.
I was one of the people involved in that arrest. So let me make something perfectly clear. Letting Dieter Kreuss go free for what he did over 2 years ago was never an option. He attacked the city, had the speaker detained, and even tried to take over the entire continent. Dieter was arrested in accordance with state law, the same as any Crossbellin would have been. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, what about... Cressel, there's something to do what's best for us.
A responsibility? And why's that?
Sorry.
Because you made them your symbols of justice? Because you decided they were your heroes? The SSS is just a division of the Crossbell Police Department. Nothing more, nothing less. You have no one to blame but yourselves for thinking any different. Their purpose isn't to make all of your problems go away.
Tell him, Wazzy. No one thought...
I know it's been a long 2 years. 2 years where all Crossbellans could do was powerlessly watch the Empire trample over their pride. It's natural to wish that a savior would appear and solve everyone's problems. But personally, I never wanted to see Crossbell come to that. What Crossbell has given me is irreplaceable. Friends and family that mean the world to me, like Lloyd and Vald.
How, deep felt of Wazzy.
So it pains me to see this as someone who's come to love Crossbell more than his old home.
Wazzy.
The SSS chose the path they did because they wanted a little girl to be free. But that same little girl couldn't help but feel it was her fault when she saw Erebonia invade and take over her home. Because she knew that none of it would have happened if she didn't exist.
Kia, no.
But she wasn't the only reason they chose the path that they did. The SSS had also seen how strong Crossbell became, facing adversity over and over again. They knew that if they chose any other path, the efforts and sacrifices of so many would be lost. Their home would never be the same. And they, along with that little girl, believed from the bottom of their hearts that all of Crossbell would overcome it for the better.
She's right. That was what we decided.
I want to answer the trust they placed in me however I can. I was all alone once, somewhere very dark. It's because of everyone around me that I have so much to be thankful for. The SSS and the people of Crossbell made me into the person I am today. So now I want to fight to help them. That means I'm here to pave a path forward for all of you too. And on it, I just know we'll see brighter days. Because it was Crossbell and its people that taught me the strength to persevere.
Path forward. She's right. Community's gonna be getting up hope. True, there are a lot of hard there. Experiences that made us who we are today. You're right, that's probably what makes Crossbell what it is. You're trying to get yourselves credit for.
Look!
It's disappearing.
Okay, so they can see it. I don't like... It's weird. So the ones who should be pausing after all. I talk about people who've done so much for us. Don't you put it so much on the line to protect Crossbell? It's not only when we start taking that for granted. It's not exactly like it to make a difference. The least I can do is look for a way to move forward, just like you all have. Sorry, you have to hold out hope.
Everyone.
Maybe you're grateful that you all made it out of the city safely. We get a good fight, SS. We'll keep cheering you on.
We have to keep doing what we always have. That's to keep moving forward. One step at a time. We're not naive enough to believe that will be enough to take back what we lost. It's going to take the help of everyone who calls Crossbell home. So do me a favor and think about how you can help. What you would give to be free. And I promise the SSS will support you just as much as you've always supported us.
This is an allies then bid farewell to the citizens and left the rooftop. Back inside, a familiar nurse agreed to let them use the nurse station to talk and decide what to do next.
Tio, sorry I kept you waiting again. I'm glad you're okay.
Do you hear yourself? I'm the one breathing a sigh of relief. Your injuries seemed so severe. And then we were all separated.
So that's what this is all about.
It's okay, Tio. We love you.
I can't imagine how tough it's been for you three
Precious
being kept in the
baby.
dark. Thanks for worrying about me. I know it couldn't have been easy.
It never is. You're always so reckless, but I knew you'd come looking for me again. Lloyd, I'm so glad you found me.
Wasn't gonna stop till I did.
Aww.
Would you listen to them go on and on?
I'm so happy for you, Tio.
Would you knock it off with the crying already?
Oh, Chief Roberts. I love Tio. Tio's also one of the precious babies. So you're headed for the run from military factory to the west? I feel like that might be it. You did? So that's what you three have been doing here then. Precisely. The Chief, Joe, and I have been looking into some suspicious information surrounding the factory. Not to mention I spotted a certain sketchy professor amidst the chaos of everyone fleeing the city. This bitch. You mean that slime supported the illegitimate regime from 3 years ago? Or boasts the sixth Anguith, Professor F. Novartis, head of the 13 factories. I had a feeling society was involved. His specialty is applied sciences, right? He's the one in charge of all that crazy powerful tech. Yes, in addition to being the engineer who completed the first generation ions, his involvement could explain that new Zabra soldat model and that strange mask. That's why he had our attention placed in the military factory. Good thinking. It's looking more and more likely that we'll uncover something to help our investigation there. Have you even found an infiltration route? Just so happens we have. Jonah and I looked into it. There was a cargo line while the factory was still under construction before the war. It feeds directly into the underground railway that connects to St. Ursula. That's convenient. Almost too good to be true. I trust if Tio is the source. Sure, they're right away. There's no time to waste. So we can what's really happening, the better. Yes, she's just gonna look the other way if it turns out the society is the one orchestrating this incident. That's not the extent of that Alberea fellow's plans. It's high time we shed some light on what's really going on. She'll get to the bottom of it if we all work together. Just try not to get caught, will ya? So all the hard work you did go to waste. Don't worry, we'll be careful. Thanks, Yona. Really you want for helping Tio out. Save it, Bang. It's not like I did that much. Still, good to see you back on your feet. Santa brought you everywhere, huh? That's part of Yona's charm. Ugh, knock it off already. Well then, leave us to the factory up to the four of you. You and I will continue gathering as much info as we here as we can. To reach the underground railway platform from the first floor lobby. Got it, thanks! Where are you going now, Chief? Look after yourself. Same to you, Tio. This is... Oh god. I need like a... I know Wazzy does a lot of damage, but damn do I need like... I need more damage than what Wazzy's going to do. Okay. Well. Meow.
You can get to the underground station through the lobby.
Oh! I spot the door! Beat you there!
Me and Fast Mode already at the door? Yeah, sure. Damn, alright. First time seeing the new subway line they built. Oh, yeah, how Deathly Salad is down here. Yeah, all the treasure started the city was occupied, right? Yes, we don't need to worry about the tracks being active. We should eventually reach where the freight and passenger lines split if we follow the line to the north. Let's make that our first destination. How can the trains like this always makes my heart race? Definitely. I did this a few times over the last couple of years. Alright, let's get going. Okay. Ugh, I can't say that I really love the team I got going on right now, not gonna lie. Tio, though, is a boss-ass bitch, especially with magic damage, so we should be good. Oh, this is cool. I like it. It's kind of fun playing in 3D, too, because, like, you get a scope of, like, you know, actual size on things and whatnot, so you get to see, like, how big it is. Okay, we're continuing forward a little. I didn't go that far. You can kind of see at the end anyways. I fucking just dropped all my cat's food all over the floor, so that's kind of annoying. Head to the junction. If you keep going straight, we'd eventually reach the city. Yeah, let's just say that the EF doesn't have direction. That direction heavily guarded. Wouldn't risk it. Yeah, no need to rush it. Sure, we'll make it out to the city eventually. Yes, it's only a matter of time before we gather our friends and teach that so-called supreme leader a lesson. No one sends using us in our home and gets away with it. That's the spirit.
So Kia, Wazzy, a little late, but I've been meaning to thank you for earlier.
For what?
Whatever is it for this time?
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about how you chimed in at the hospital. You helped me realize something important. The citizens of Crossbell weren't the only ones who had lost sight of the truth. We had too. The SSS had a clear dream 2 years ago, when Crossbell was annexed by Erebonia. We wanted our home to be free again, but it wasn't just that. We weren't blind patriots, fighting to protect personal pride or acting on some grand ideal. Had we been, our actions wouldn't have led to Crossbell losing its freedom. Wouldn't have led it straight into the arms of the Empire. And the little girl we protected, over giving Crossbell its freedom and future, wouldn't be here supporting us.
I think for me, like objectively, when you look at it, like yes, Dire Christ could have freed Crossbell and yada yada yada, but that's not to say whatever the society was using her for next, and the other things that would have happened, Crossbell wouldn't have mattered. Like it'd be free for 5 minutes till we blow up the world, kind of shit, you know?
What we truly wanted, for her and for every citizen who would have to bear the burden of our choices, was for them to smile. And if we could give them their home as well, then they could be free and smile as much as they dreamed. It really was that simple.
Lloyd. It's true. That's how I felt. And I'm sure Ellie and Randy would say the same. But sadly, I agree. Somewhere along the line, we lost sight of that goal. The more expectations people placed on us, the more we became convinced we were obligated to win back the state's freedom.
That soon turned into wanting to be seen as the very symbols of independence, to be seen as heroes to our home. All the while, we were turning our eyes away from the feelings of despair and distrust that the people had been harboring. Those feelings are probably what allowed Rufus's words to worm their way into the citizens' hearts. But regardless, we aren't going to lose our way again. We'll keep sight of our goal this time and do things our way. We're not miracle workers. We'll just do our best to make people's lives better, while others help us as much as we help them. That's what's allowed us to come this far.
Good. That sounds more like the SSS I fell in love with. And if you ask me, that's what it's going to take if you want to make it through this ordeal too. Every crisis you've overcome to date has been with the help of countless others. And this will be no different.
I think what Wazzy means to say is every crisis we've overcome, because we're all one big family at the end of the day. That's why I decided to become Kia Bannings.
This is a chance for us to start over from zero, then.
Name drop.
That's right. We're going to reclaim everything that was taken from us. And as always,
They did that shit on purpose.
struggle, and shine the light on the truth. Together.
We love you.
Huh? What was that?
I heard it too.
Gunfire.
That sounds like...
It's gunfire.
And not just gunfire either.
Oh shit.
Look up ahead.
Agate! Tio!
Stop where you are,
Tito, I
rebel.
mean.
Surrender now, or there will be no mercy.
We got you! Oh!
You holding up all right, Tita?
He said he'd protect you no matter what.
But at this rate,
He's always got you.
There's more of them. Where did you guys come from?
That's a long story.
SSS? What are all of you doing down here?
We can explain later. Let's focus on taking care of these guys
Oh,
first.
I love seeing everybody. Yeah, as always. I get a real one.
The SSS, huh? It must be our lucky day.
Yeah, they
Our
weren't
helmet
crossbow
will
though.
Punish all who dare to oppose the supreme leader.
That must be the name of this new model.
This is
I
the
didn't hear
last
it.
place I want to fight a Zalber Soldat. Nevertheless...
Exactly. Now's not the time to falter. Everyone, prepare for battle!
I'll back you up with my orders.
Got it.
I love them. Love them so much. Got him. You're strong, not terrible. Fine. Scanning. A glorified forklift managed to overcome the latest Zalber Soldat. I was ready to decision we lead at once. Goodbye. I didn't take it down. You, I thought that we would. Good work, everyone. I thought we were Connors and they're chasing us back there. Yeah, we all guys won. Thanks for saving our bacon. Thought we could have taken out that solar thing without you. Don't mention it. Glad I got a canteen on our orbital gear. Here's what makes smooth sailing from here. Look at the Austin tea or something. Sure, everything will work out at this rate. Guys look like you're in good spirits. So glad you're alright. So, what did you doing down here in the first place, Tita? Came running from the direction of the city. Well, the thing is, maybe it's fate around you guys now of old times. Haven't seen Erica around, have you? Professor Russell? No, has something happened to her? Did they kidnap her? In the IBC building when the city was occupied, a bunch of the black uniformed soldiers stormed the building and demanded that my mom go with them. Next thing we knew, she was shoving us in an elevator leading underground.
Oh, Mom, what's gotten into you?
Are you freaking kidding me? I can handle this, so let me...
Does your dumb, thick skull have eyes? You saw how many there are, and they have that new model with them. I have a different request for you, Agate Crossner. Protect Tita, even if it costs you your life.
You would do that anyways.
Do I make myself clear?
But look,
Damn it, Erica!
So that's what happened. I'm not sure Professor Russell put your safety first. I'm not surprised Professor Russell put your safety first, although... Yeah, she's stubborn as a mule. It's my fault she did that. If she allowed us to end up in the city to begin with, that's on me. Don't blame yourself, Agate. Guess he's a stunned Josh haven't been with you guys, huh? They'll figure it out. They're bad. They're one of the baddest bitches. They're fine. I'm afraid not. We haven't been able to get in touch with them since it was occupied. Supposed to be jamming communications. I hope they're alright. Some Josh well seasoned bracers, so I'm sure they'll be alright. We're worried about your mother. Don't doubt that she's pretty tough for a researcher. Those are trained soldiers we're dealing with. Well, they're not just gonna murk her, so... I think it's safe to assume that she's still in the EDS custody. At least. However, that doesn't answer why they wanted your mother to begin with. I don't know either. Soldiers said something about someone needing helpers, but that's all we know. I had access to the underground computers like that. That's how I learned she was taken to the Rainford military factory. I just knew this someone could be. But she's also a really bad feeling. I also have a really bad feeling this. So do I. Only one name comes to mind based on the information I have thus far. This guy. Cross that bridge when we come to it. The guild requested the other day. Job's not done until it's reported in. Client gets the reward. Dragging Eric out of there so I can get paid whether she likes it or not. I'll save her for sure. Since we're going to the same place then, count on us for sport. More the merrier. Thanks everyone, we really appreciate it. She's here to lend a hand when it comes to things like information gathering and technology. Don't undersell yourself, I'm sure it'll be of great help. Not gonna lie, when you guys was good timing, really use the help. Should I need the help, Agate? No, probably. It's your extra dream work, doesn't it? So was there factors that way, huh? Yeah, let's keep moving. I was saying I needed Agate real bad. Okay, let's move him around.
Very nice.
We had to go through a passage.
We made it to the other side.
We'd around them.
If we keep going north, we'll reach the station for the military factory.
We're not out of the woods yet, so be sure not to let anyone spot you.
Okay. Chose the main story advance. Proceed. The mirror's yelling. Felt like. Shouting in, but to what? And I actually, so I'm gonna end the video here because there's a lot more for this act. Obviously, we're going to Reens next, so we'll be getting to there. So thank you guys so much for watching. My schedule's posted in the description below as well. All the guides I use and my choices are posted in my bio, so you can follow me on pretty much any platform. Thank you for watching yet again. I do hope to see you in the next video over my Twitch channel. Okay, bye.